I'd like to introduce you to Sister Marya Grathwohl, a Franciscan sister who is the founder and co-director of Earth Hope, whose mission is to inspire people and support their efforts to pass on a viable planet to the next generations, not only of humans, but of all life on the planet. Sister Marya, you believe that the environmental crisis is a manifestation of a spiritual crisis, and that we will not be able to prevent more damage to our precious planet and heal our Mother Earth without addressing the afflictions of rampant consumerism, racism, and militarism. Tell us how your life and experience as a religious sister led you to found Earth Hope.
Woo, thank you. Well, I started out as a grade school teacher, kind of the normal thing for a sister when I was young. But always I had this ache in my heart, even as a little kid, about the extinction of species. And I grew up in Cincinnati, Ohio, where the very last passenger pigeon, Martha, died in our zoo. And so I couldn't bear the thought of the mass extinction that we're in now. And when you John Muir said, you pick anything in the universe and you pull that thread and it's connected with everything else. So you start with what you love and care about the most. And well, for me, it was vulnerable species. So you pull on that and you find out, well, they don't have habitat, or the way we do agriculture poisons the food they eat, or overhunting, or I'm not against hunting. I live in Montana, so we have to. I'm very appreciative of hunters, but overhunting or indiscriminate grabbing of habitat, learning instead how to live in a way that is helpful for humans and helpful for everybody else, because in a way we can't make it here without everybody else. So I ended up living for 17 years with Crow and Northern Cheyennes in the state we call Montana, but of course they're going to talk about Northern Cheyenne country and Crow country, their lands, and they have a whole different worldview about how we are connected to all living, all that is. And they reflect a lot of my Franciscan tradition, where we are all brother and sister with earth, air, fire, water, sun, moon, plants, animals. It's all relatives. And so I had to learn more about how my tradition, especially through science and the study of the universe, shows the unity that we all are, the oneness. And once I caught that, I just had to devote myself to a life that works with other people. I can't, it's so big. Can't do it myself. My greatest joy is working with the local. I live in Billings, Montana, and we have some really savvy, scrappy, determined environmental groups. And I work with them, and a lot of well-educated young people in their 30s and 20s who are committed to environmental work, and I'm the grunt. I help with this on the sidelines, and I support them, and in a couple of groups, and Citizens Climate Lobby also, and the local sanctuary group, and that's where I get my energy, and I feel I catch the thread of the gospel that unites me to everything.
Absolutely. And what I'm hearing you say is, well, we talk about communion, our communion with the cosmos. And, I know from my own personal prayer, it's just to think of how we're connected to one another and how we're connected to the earth and all that surrounds us. It's magnificent, really.
Yes.
It really is. So
truly,
thank you very
Celia.
much for your time and for your joy. And